The hazards of floodwater are well known to geologist Dr. Dougal Jerram.
The ingredients of floodwater are a real recipe for disaster. Now, the first of those key ingredients is the river water itself. The river bursts its banks, then you've got a flood. And I've got some of that here in this tank. What you can see is this is a nice mixture of mud and leaves and so on. When you see those images of flooding, you see cars bobbing down the streets. What's in cars? Well, there's a number of fluids in cars. The first one being engine oil. Now, the thing about engine oil is it floats. So that's not going to mix with the water, but it's going to sit on the top. If you're swimming around in floodwater, it's going to be very easy to ingest that. Another key fluid that we have in cars is antifreeze. Now, that's poisonous. You really don't want to ingest this. Let's stick some of that in. But it gets far worse than that, because the old sewage network is now backing up on itself. It's overflooding and spilling onto the streets. And you're entering a situation with raw, untreated sewage in the floodwater. And there's only one thing that's floating around in that sewage. This stuff isn't very, very nice at all. And that's going to go into your floodwater. And what we've got now is a horrible mixture. It now has dangerous bugs, dangerous bacteria. But the final disgusting icing on the cake, and that's these rats. They brought the bubonic plague to this country hundreds of years ago, but they still live and die in our sewers. And that's why, when you're flooded, you can't just let the house dry out over a couple of months and move back in. Any wood in the house, all of your furnishings, even the plasterboard on your walls will soak up that material and contain some of that bacteria. So ultimately it all has to be removed and refitted